Right, so I'm down here in Church Street, Rickmansworth, and I'm going to see Paul of Cinnamon Square. They've just won an award in the baking award, so I'm going to go in and find him. There you are. Great, good to see you. Thanks for seeing me. So, I caught sight of this on Twitter the other day that you'd won an award. So, do you want to just tell us briefly about this business, because you're the owner here, and how this award came about?
Yeah, so I'm Paul Barker. I'm the owner of Cinnamon Square.
Yeah.
We're a local family bakery. We've been operating this our 12th year, and we basically here we make breads, cakes.
You won an award before for a special cake.
Yeah. So since we've been going, we've won. This is the 4th time we've won a baking industry award. Actually,
right.
One was for our orange. When we was on Britain's Best Bakery, we developed an orange made out of pastry and orange, and come up with this product that actually looked like an orange as well.
Amazing.
We've won one for our cinnamon squares, our signature product, and one for our marketing that we do here around our bakery business.
Brilliant.
Setting up a brand. When we kind of took a bit of a gamble, sort of when we set up. So we didn't open up as Paul and Trish's Bakery. We opened up as something that had a brand beneath it and something behind it. Because when we opened, we wanted to be able to showcase our craft skills through all the products we make, plus through the teaching of adults and children.
Yeah, I noticed you run quite a few educational things here as well.
There's about 12, 14 adult classes, but we've taught over 12,000 children to bake since we've been going.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So how did this award come about then?
So every year the baking industry has its baking Oscars kind of thing, just like the actors do, but this is just specifically for the baking industry. And they have awards that cover different aspects of baking, and they could be Baker of the Year, Craft Bakery, and Speciality products, and like the 3 I've previously won. But they also have a bread category, and I've never entered the bread category. And I thought this time I'll try my best at doing a bread specific. And earlier on this year I was sort of trying to develop a new bread that had visual aspect to it as well as a different texture inside. And I came up with this idea of having a much more open crumb, a bit like a bread more specific to sort of let's say France and Italy. They call it paysan bread, so it's a sort of a sharing bread.
So you just break it up,
break into it and eat it, rather than the typical kind of
slicing,
obviously. But to also create an unusual shape to it, and I've created like a tulip appearance to it.
Brilliant.
And then I named it after Church Street, the road that we're on. So to give it some kind of provenance to Rickmansworth.
So tell me, I mean, I read in your press release there's about this yeast that's been cultivated here that you're using in the sourdough, because it's a sourdough bread.
Yeah, exactly. So when you make a normal loaf of bread, you're mixing together flour, salt, yeast, and water.
Yeah.
But 100+ years ago, you couldn't go down to Tesco's and buy yeast, or my ingredient supplier couldn't supply me with my yeast. A baker would have had to make his own fermentation, and you can do that by fermenting any fruits and vegetables. But with baking, the most common way is to ferment flour. So once you spend about a few days to a week to 10 days fermenting flour and water, it will naturally start to ferment. You will also get wild bacteria as well, which come in with the flour and can be around in the atmosphere. And those are lactobacillus, which are friendly bacteria. After about sort of up to 10 days, your sour that you've made with flour and water becomes very stable and will last indefinitely as long as you keep it fed. So mine's nearly 12 years old, and that's the sour that I've used within this bread. So
and that's unique, obviously, because it's
that's unique to Rickmansworth. Rickmansworth style.
I mean, your reputation did go before you, because I heard about Cinnamon Square from people, and I've never been here. I mean, I've been here quite a few times now, but it's like it's got a reputation as being a sort of a very local craft, community-centric type of operation.
Oh, that's great then, because that's kind of the message that we've always wanted to achieve. We are first and foremost a bakery, and we. It's the royal we, but you know, I love sharing what I've learned in the 35 years I've been doing it, and through what you can see in the shop, through our products that we make, and through our courses and parties. Anything I can do to inspire new people to bake, whether it's to come into the industry to work or just to bake at home, I'm pleased with that. And last October, we had a book published which contains all the recipes that are on my courses, and those recipes are, most of them are what we use in our shop anyway, so I'm not hiding it.
But people can get that book from what, Amazon?
You can get it from Amazon, other bookshops, and plus our own shops. So
right, we sell it here too.
Anyway.
Fabulous.
Yeah, and that's really good. Because that book will have tried and tested recipes that are used on my courses. So you know, and all with really good ingredients. We try to use the best ingredients as we can. As well. So.
Fabulous. Well, very many congratulations on winning that award. That's fourth one now, so you're notching them up.
Yeah. We'll need a bigger shop soon. No, it's really nice because you know, kind of my industry peers actually describe my bread as, you know, the best. So that I could say it's the best loaf in the UK. So, but it's done by my peers who understand real bread, and understand things really well. So for them to say it was the best, you know,
that means
really
something.
So much more than that.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So
thank you so much for talking to me.
Pleasure.
Get back to your baking now.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Okay.